I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Meneke, and he has something fun to do with you.
All right, good morning again. Today, I'm going to ask you to name some Thanksgiving foods since we're getting ready for our play. What do we have today? It's a big day. It is Thanksgiving dinner for lunch today.
They definitely know that.
There's something else important that we're doing today. Kayla.
We're doing the play. We're playing for
So we're doing our dress rehearsal today. That's pretty exciting. So, who can give me some Thanksgiving foods? Turkey. What else? Pumpkin pie. Well, I'm going to stop right there because I have a story today about pie. So why don't we all quietly come up to our chair, or to my chair, and we're going to read a story. And I want you to meet a very important person today. She came all the way from my house. I am wearing glasses today. I wanted to be like my old lady here. I had to match her. She has glasses, I have glasses. So this is my old lady. She's very nice. We have long conversations about nothing every now and then. So she's going to help me with our story today. And we'll just leave her right next to me. Yes. You know, she used to have feet, but those wouldn't fit in the car. So, today's story is called I Know an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Pie.
I'm going to borrow some stickers.
Yes.
Lydia, Ryan, Jacob, and Carson.
Thank you. Take your stuff. It's in your book, in your desk, guys.
Now, let's look at this cover. And we need to use our predicting tool. We can predict what might go on in this story. We will predict. Okay, what else do we have? Other predictions. Emma. Okay, one more. Kayla.
Like this one story, she is one animal that she eats another one, and
You just think she keeps eating? Now, did you want to come sit with us? Or?
Okay, we can get back to that later.
Okay, so let's see. Our author is Allison Jackson. And our pictures are by Judith Shadner. Now, again, what does it mean when they say pictures are by? Or what is another name for a person who does the pictures? The illustrator. All right. Well, let's pass some food out here. Where did I go? Am I sitting? I am sitting on it. You're a smart boy. Girl. Oh, sorry. I didn't look. All right. Here, you can have that jug. That's cider. With some pie. Here's a pot. Cook food in. A 10-layer cake. Some bread. Oh.
Elijah.
10-layer cake. Here's a roll. Risa, I love the way you just sat there and waited for me to give that to you. That was good. Michaela gets a turkey.
I got to.
We have 2 left. Let's see. Caitlin, that was nice. And eating, meeting, money, mo, tell me about it, Alright. Goes to John. Alright, well let's see what this fun story is all about. Now when you hear your piece of food, I need you to hand that to me. Okay? That is a pie on our cover. I know an old lady who swallowed a pie. I know an old lady who swallowed a pie. Into that pie. Oh, she looks hungry. She just ate that pie, didn't she? She's trying to get away. A Thanksgiving pie, which is really too dry. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed some cider. Oh, let's feed her the cider. Oh, goodness. That rumbled and mumbled and grumbled inside her. She swallowed the cider to moisten the pie, the Thanksgiving pie, which is really too dry. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a roll. Oh, you can try putting that in there. Be careful, she might bite.
I know where they went. I know.
Just swallowed that whole, the entire roll. She swallowed the roll to go with the cider. That rumbled and mumbled and grumbled inside her. Yeah, Arvid, please sit on your bottom. And Janae. We need to be quiet. She swallowed the cider to moisten the pie, the Thanksgiving pie, which was really too dry. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a squash. Oh my gosh, a fat squash. She swallowed the squash to go with the roll. She swallowed the roll to go with the cider that rumbled and mumbled and grumbled inside her. She swallowed the cider to moisten the pie, the Thanksgiving pie, which was really too dry. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a salad. Go ahead and stuff that down her. She was looking quite pallid from eating that salad. Now, what might pallid mean? Let's read the sentence again. She was looking quite pallid from eating that salad. And let's look at that picture too. Janae. She was looking sick. Very good. Very good job. She swallowed the salad to go with the squash. She swallowed the squash to go with the roll. She swallowed the roll to go with the cider that rumbled and mumbled and grumbled inside her. She swallowed the cider to moisten the pie, the Thanksgiving pie, which was really too dry. Perhaps she'll die. What do you think she might eat next? Michaela? Turkey? What are you thinking? Bread. Anyone else have any ideas what she might eat? Hey, let's see. I know an old lady who swallowed a turkey. That was just too big for her mouth. She's gotta open her mouth a little bit wider for that turkey. Her future looked murky after that turkey. She swallowed the turkey to go with the salad. She swallowed the salad to go with the squash. She swallowed the squash to go with the roll. She swallowed the roll to go with the cider that rumbled and mumbled and grumbled inside her. She swallowed the cider to moisten the pie, that Thanksgiving pie, which is really too dry. All right, what do you think might come next? What do you think might come next? Now, look at our old lady in this picture. Does she look very hungry still? Do you think she looks hungry still? Let's look at her face. Some of us say yeah, some of us say no. Well, the way this book's going, what do you think? Do you think she's still going to want to eat more food? Yeah? Okay, let's see. I know an old lady who swallowed a pot.
God.
I kid you not, she swallowed a pot. You guys just saw her, didn't you? She swallowed the pot to go with the turkey. She swallowed the turkey to go with the salad. She swallowed the salad to go with the squash. She swallowed the squash to go with the roll. She swallowed the roll to go with the cider that rumbled and mumbled and grumbled inside her. She swallowed the cider to go with the pie. That Thanksgiving pie was really too dry. Perhaps she'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a cake. A cake.
Look at that. A cake is trying. Cake, what was fake?
For goodness sake, a 10-layer cake. She swallowed the cake to go with the pot. She swallowed the pot to go with the turkey. She swallowed the turkey to go with the salad. She swallowed the salad to go with the squash. She swallowed the squash to go with the roll. She swallowed the roll to go with the cider that rumbled and mumbled and rumbled inside. She swallowed the cider to moisten the pie. The Thanksgiving pie was just really too dry. Oh, I didn't say that yet. Maybe it's on the next page. Perhaps she'll die. She's just getting bigger and bigger, isn't she? What? What things do you see happening in this picture? Let's raise our hand, Garrett. Let's raise our hand. The baby sliding down her stomach. What else is happening?
That would be fun.
Dinah. She has been getting bigger and bigger each time, hasn't she? The cat is diving on her. He's bouncing. And what do their expressions say? Their facial expressions.
They're shocked.
They're shocked. Why do you think they're shocked?
Because they see a human stomach.
And look at their eyes. Look how big they are.
I can't see. I can't.
Their eyes are popping out of their head.
Let me see. Let me see.
Let's.
Good figure.
I know an old lady who swallowed some bread.
That rumbled.
What do you think happened next? What do you think happened next? Anyone have any ideas what happened next? Janae? Okay. What else do you think? Right now, she is too big to get through the door. Now, I see something interesting in this picture. What do they have attached to her? A rope. And what do you think they're going to use that rope for?
To make.
Kayla. You could say to pull her. One more. Dinah. To push her out or pull her out. Well, let's see. I'm full, she said. And what did she do? What did they do with her? She ate so much food? They turned her into a Thanksgiving balloon. She is in a parade. And do you see those ropes that she was pulling her in? They were, and it says, Happy Thanksgiving. Now, what did they do with those ropes that were attached to her? They used the ropes in the parade. And why do you think they used them? But she's floating in the air, right? So if the ropes weren't there, what would happen to our old lady? She would what? she would float up in the air. And then we'd have no more old lady, would we?
No.
Good job. Very good job.
Thank you.
And our old lady,
I know it's fake.
It's
And there's a
fake.
fake for the food to go in.
she's real. She has feelings. Leave her alone.
There's a bag
But our old lady
there's a
is
bag back there.
cool, isn't she?
Yeah. No.
Now,
Yeah. Yeah. What if
Where
you
is-
want
Oh. I, now, this story is a little tricky. We're not going to use all of our circles today, are we? Why aren't we going to use all of our circles today?
I have no idea. I have no
Who can tell me the name of our story? June? Boys, can we face the board, please? Who can tell me the name of our story today? Kayla.
No one old lady who swallowed a pie.
I know. And old lady who, what'd she do? Elijah, could you please go to the back of the group, please? And what'd she swallow? A pie. Now, like I said, this is tricky. Who are the characters in our story? Sarah. The old lady. Do we have any other characters in our story? Now, did they mention anything about our cat in the story today? Did they mention anyone else in our story today? Just the food, right? So, do we have any other characters in our story? We don't have any other characters in our story. So that was the trick today. So, sometimes in our books, we'll only have one character. Other times we'll have more than one. So just keep that in mind. Now, we're not going to throw all this in either. We're just going to, well, actually, this time. We'll throw in some of this. All right. So we already said the title of our story was I Know an Old Lady Who Swallowed a. Okay. So I'll write that one more time for you. This is a really long title. Okay, so where did our story take place today? Let's fill in our setting box. Where did it take place? RJ. Inside what? Inside a house. Very good. And remember, who are the characters? Okay. Old lady. Were there any other characters in our story today? No? And what happened at the beginning of our story? Oh, no. Can anyone tell me? Elijah? Who can tell me what happened at the beginning of our story? Grant. Okay, she started to swallow a pie. Why did she swallow that pie? That very first pie, why did she swallow it? Why do we eat pies? Why do we eat food? Because we're hungry. So at the beginning, the old lady swallowed a pie because why? She was hungry. Now, In the middle of the story, what was happening? Grant.
She ate the roll.
Well, she ate another food, yes. She kept eating more foods. She ate a turkey.
She got bigger.
She started to get bigger. Okay. So, did our story have a problem in it? Did the old lady have any kind of problem?
She got too fat, so she couldn't get out of the room.
That is a problem. This is a really hard one, though. Did you think that was a problem? Or the fact that she's taking food? Well, let's use that. The old lady couldn't fit through the door. And then what happened at the end?
What about the train where she was
And how do you think she got out of the door? She floated in the parade, but what they used to hold her down? The rope. So do we think that they used the rope to pull her out of the door as well? I agree. So that's going to be our solution. Use the rope to pull her out of the door. And then what was she doing at the end of the story? Since she was so big and she started to float, she was in the parade. Was in the parade. Okay. Now what I would like you to do is quietly walk back to your seats. And let's start getting our one. Okay. Now let's do our favorite foods again. Well, let's use the foods that the old lady ate. So if your favorite food is a pie, go ahead and get ready for lunch and line up.
I like apple pie.
Me too.
Nobody's going to stand up for this one, but I'll say squash. How about turkey?
I like turkey too.
Cake.
Especially my
There you
mom's
go.
and my dad's. It tastes different.
We are having Thanksgiving dinner.
Mrs. Hughes?
Yes.
Say, Matthew Cannon come up to the office for...
First of all, what do you think? Libby. A fisherman. Well, do we have a lake here or somewhere for me to go fishing? Well, today we're going to go vocabulary fishing. So why don't you all come join me up by our little pond. Whistler. what we're going to do is I'm going to take one volunteer and you're going to go fishing in our box. Okay, our vocabulary word. So I'm going to fish first, but I'm going to throw it in. I'm a nice fisherman. I'm going to throw it back once I catch it. Oh, that's a big one. Let's see. So I caught my fish, and what we're going to do is we're going to read what the word is. But I want you guys to fish. I'm going to throw them right back in there. Now, one of the laws is that if you catch more than one fish, you have to throw one back. So if you get more than one fish, throw it back. All right, let's have Lydia. Let's fish today. Fish. All right, let's see what the big catch is. It says, first, can anyone read this part of it?
How?
How. Good. Let's put that right on our board here. Now, when we look at the word how, O-W, together, what sound does that make?
How?
The ow sign. So we have to put it, if we put an H right in front of it, we get our mouths ready and we say, how. How. So we kind of breathe that out. So how means in what way? How you do something. Would anyone like to put that word in a sentence? Or try to put it in a sentence? Janae, how did you do that? And I like how you put that in a question form. How did you do that? Michaela. Think about it. Think about it. I'll come right back to it. How do you play that? That's another good one in a question. Kayla, did you figure it out? Grant.
How is this something fun?
How is this something fun? Now, how can we use that word in a sentence that isn't a question? Elijah.
How do you play tag?
Okay, that's still a question, but it is a very good sentence. You used it very well. Here's a sentence. My mom taught me how to ride my bike. Okay, so we can use that word not only in just a sentence that ends with a period, but we can also use it in a question. Who would like to come fishing? Jacob. Well, there's only a limited amount of fish in our pond today. So not everyone will get to fish. But on our break, you may fish. Maybe during recess if it's inside. Uh-oh. He's got a big catch. Which one would you like to keep? Law states we can only have one. That one? And what does your word say? It says fish. Let's put that right next to our other big catch of the day. Now, if we look at the word fish, and we cover the F, what kind of chunk is that? RJ. Ish. Now, if we put SH, what's that sound? It's the sh sound. So why don't we go back to the beginning of our word, get our mouths ready, and say fish. Fish. Now, who can put the word fish? Here.
That is a big fish you caught.
That is a big fish you caught. Now, would you use that with an exclamation mark at the end? Were you screaming that? That's a big fish you caught. Were you excited about it? That sounds like something you'd be excited about. Michaela.
I like that fish you caught.
I like that fish you caught.
How did you catch that fish?
How did you catch that fish? And you used the question mark. Good. Very good job. Now, I didn't tell you what a fish meant, what a fish was. What is a fish? Grant.
I
It is an animal. It can swim underwater. What else do you know about a fish? Janae? It lives underwater? Okay, that's a silly answer, but it is a fish. But what about that fish, Elijah? Okay, do you have any other characteristics of the fish? Like what do you see on a fish? On our fish, we see the word fish. Okay, one more. It has scales. That's a very, very good one. All right, well, let's see here. Who wants to? I'm going to pick the people who are sitting very nicely. I like the way you're sitting. Oh, wow. He's got another big catch. Which one do you can throw it back. You do it. All right. And what fish did you catch? Way. He caught way. Now, let's look at this word. What makes the A say its name in the word way?
A-Y.
The A-Y makes the A say its name. Now, so what you're saying is if I cover the W, how would you say that? You'd say A. Everyone say that with me? A. And we already know that the W makes what sound? W. So let's put them together. Way. One more time. Way. Now who could put way in a sentence? Always looking for someone who's sitting very nicely. Michaela.
This is the way to my house.
This is the way to my house. You use that word way as a direction. Or you could also use the word how, right? Way or how. This is the way to my house, and this is how you get to my house.
This is the way to Disney World.
This is the way to Disney World. One more.
Way awesome.
Way awesome. Is that a sentence?
No.
See if you can put that in a sentence form. Janae? No, I'm just calling you. Okay. I'll come back.
That was way awesome. Hey.
Let's get away from the way awesome. Let's use it in a nice sentence. One that has describing words, or telling parts, or terms, or naming. Here.
This is the way to win the race.
This is the way to win the race. I like that answer very much. Now I have some more fish. Reese. Let's see what Reese can catch. That's a green fish.
With the
A
word
green
six on
fish
it.
with the word six. Six. Look at,
Six.
let's look at the word six.
6 years old.
Now, are there any certain parts of this word that we can pull out and separate?
Not 6 fish.
Okay, that's a sentence, yes. But are there any parts that I can separate, like the S, or the I, the X, or chunk something in there? Reese.
Now.
You guys are giving me sentences. All right, let's see. 6. So if I separate the S from the I, X, what would that be? X. X. So let's put the S in front of it, and we get 6. Now I'll have some sentences. Somebody give me some sentences.
Nothing in second.
Garrett, and I don't like the way you raise your hand, so I'm not going to call you. Yes. There are 6 ways to my house. Any others? Janae? How did you catch 6 fish? That's a very good one. And what kind of punctuation mark would you have at the end? Question mark. One more. Elijah.
There are not 6 ways to my house.
There are not 6 ways to our house. Did they learn the are not?
The contraction.
Yeah.
Very briefly.
Okay, so I should jump in. I should jump that. There are not 6 fish in our.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. One more fish left. Alright, let's have. Oh, this is a hard one. You guys are all sitting very good. Very, very good. Let's have Dinah. Now this will be out later, so if you want to fish, you can fish for vocabulary words. See what she catches. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. What is that? She caught the fish, many. Let's look at this word, this fish. Now, if we cover up our M, is that word look familiar to anybody? Raise your hand if you know what that word might be. If I cover up the M. RJ. If I'm covering up the M. It starts with a vowel. Janae. Any. So we have any. We add the M at the beginning, get our mouths ready. Many. 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 Who can put that in a sentence? Let's have someone who hasn't given us a sentence yet. Make sure everyone gets a chance. Emma. There are many ways to make 6. Very good. Go ahead.
There are many ways to take apart 6.
There are many ways to take apart 6. Libby. There are many fish. And how many fish are on our board today? Let's raise our hands. Matthew. There are 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fish. Now let's look at our fish one more time. We have the word how. We have the word fish. We have the word way. We have the word 6. We have the word many.
Many, not many. Many.
Ryan. Now what I'd like you to do. Oh, Janae. Now what I'd like you to do is go ahead and go get your readers. And then bring them right on over here.
Reese, Ryan, you should be going out that way. You get the books and go that way. Go that way. Thank you.
I missed the tape.
Alright, let's face the chair. Face the chair. right, let's open our page to page 52. Page 52. How long do I have? Oh, great. 52, 52. It should look like this. Page 52. All right, let's all look at our page 52. Boys, looking at page 52. Now, who can tell me what the title of our story is today? Go.
How many fish?
How many fish? Now, the title of our story, is that a question or is that a statement? It's a question, so how would we say that?
How many fish?
Very, very good. Do that again. Let's all listen to Matthew.
How many fish?
I'm impressed, Matthew. That's very good. So that is really good. I'm very impressed. Now let's look at our author. Who is our book by, our story by today? It's a name, so it's kind of hard. Actually, why don't you just point to Jeanette? Why don't you just point to the author of the story today? Point to our author. Lydia, did you know? Could you read that? Why don't you tell us who our author is today? Grant, could you come move over here today? Just for today, please. Karen, close. That's correct. Our author today is Karen Lee Cohen, and it's illustrated by S.D. Schindler. Now, what does it mean when it's illustrated? Dinah. That's who draws the pictures. Now, if we look at page 52 and 53, can we answer that question? How many fish? Jacob, there are 6 fish in that picture. Do you think it's going to stay the same number throughout the whole story?
No.
What do you think is going to happen?
It's going to go down.
Let's raise our hand. What do you think is going to happen? Grant. What do you... Oh, sorry, Carson. It's going to get less? Okay, what else do you think might happen? Diana. Someone might catch one. One more prediction. Come on. Okay, very, very good prediction. And what kind of tool did we just use just now? What tool in our classroom did we use? The predicting tool. This is a very important tool. We need to predict as much as possible. Right? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. All right. Well, I'm going to read, and what I would like you to do is point to the words as I read them. Okay? So let's turn to page 54. Make sure we're on page 54. How many fish? How many fish? 6 little fish in the bay. Now, how many fish are in that picture? Ryan?
6.
There are 6. So did it change yet?
Nope.
All right, let's turn the page. Where do they go? Why do they go? 6 little fish on their way. Where are our fish going? Michaela, where do you think they're going? So do you think that's why they're leaving? Why do you think they're leaving from the flood? They don't want to get stepped on. How do you think they feel? They're scared. Well, let's see. How many feet? How many feet? 6 little feet in the bay. Now, all those feet must have scared all those fish away, huh? Let's turn our page. Where did they go? Why did they go? 6 little feet on their way. Where do you think the feet are going? Where do you think those feet are going? Libby. Okay, they could be going on the sand.
They're gonna go get buckets to catch the fish.
Or they're going to get buckets to catch the fish. Let's see. How many fish? How many fish? 1 yellow fish in the bay. Where's yellowfish? Where's yellowfish? Poor yellowfish lost its way. What just happened to our fish? RJ.
It's in the bucket.
And the bucket's on top of them, so can the fish leave? So what do you think is going to happen to this poor fish that's just caught into this bucket? Kayla.
That one of his fish friends, one of the fish friends are gonna come and try to get the bucket off of him.
Okay, Kara. Could you come join me over here? Let's turn our page, page 66. How many feet? How many feet? 2 little feet in the bay. Yes. You forgot. Let's turn to page 68. Where's the red pail? Where's the red pail? 2 little feet dash away. So what just happened in our story? What just happened in our story? Elijah, do you know? What just happened in our story? Our fish was under the bucket, and now all of a sudden he's out of the bucket. By looking at our picture, what do you think happened? He poured the fish out? He let the fish out from the bucket? What else do you think might have happened? So he is the person or the fish? How do you know it's a he? Very good answer. So we don't know that that person's a he by their feet, do we? So it could be a boy or a girl. Let's turn the page. 1 happy fish. 1 happy fish. 1 happy fish on its way. How many fish? How many fish? 6 little fish in the bay. So we started with how many fish? How many fish did we start out with? Right?
6.
And who can tell me how many we ended with? RJ.
6 little happy fish.
6 little happy fish. Now, did our number change at all?
Yeah.
We have 6 at the beginning of our story and 6 at the end of our story. Matthew. 6 of the. That's correct. So we started out with 6 fish. So how many swam away when the people came into the water? China. That's how many swam away, or that's how many that stayed? 1 swam away. So if we started with 6 fish at the beginning of our story, and then they were scared away by the people, and there was only 1 fish that was left in the middle of our story, how many ran away? Want to check in? 5. So 5 fish ran away. But they must have came back at the end, huh? Because we had 6. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the beginning of our story and we're going to read it together. So we should all be back at the beginning, which is on page 52. Alright, put your finger on the word how. Alright, let's read that title together. How many fish? Good, and let's all make sure that we're using our questioning voice, our question voice. Alright, go ahead and turn the page. Put your finger on the word how. How many fish? How many fish? 6 little fish in the bay. Where do they go? Why do they go? 6 little fish on their way. How many feet? How many feet? 6 little feet in the bay. Where do they go? Why do they go? 6 little feet on their way. Now let's look at that page 60 again. Now, the 2 sentences that are on page 60, are they the same? They're not the same. How are they different? How are those 2 sentences different? Page 60. Lydia.
Because it has to go
Well, they both have that. What's different about the sentence? Or Jacob?
where and why.
Where and why. So let's try that again. Where do they go? Why do they go? 6 little feet on their way. Go ahead and turn the page. How many fish? How many fish? 1 yellow fish in the bay. Where's yellowfish? Where's yellowfish? Poor yellowfish lost its way. How many feet? How many feet? 2 little feet in the bay. Where's the red pail? Where's the red pail? 2 little feet dash away. Let's try page 68 one more time. Where's the red pail? Where's the red pail? 2 little feet dash away. Good. 1 happy fish. 1 happy fish. 1 happy fish on its way. So why was that fish happy again? Why was that fish happy again? Reese? Why was that fish happy again? Jacob?
Because he got out of the box.
Do you think the person might have picked it up as well? They could have picked it up, they kicked it, or rolled it. There are many options. Let's turn the page. Page 72. How many fish? 6 little fish in the bay. Good job, readers. Very good job. Now what I'd like you to do is quietly go ahead and take your books to your seats. Take your books to your seats. And also, please take out your writing journal.
Why are you videotaping?
Grace, let's make our way to our seat.
Keep it going. Just have it like center.
That's fine.
I found a tripod.
We should be all at our seats right now. We shouldn't have crayons out. We shouldn't have anything. We should just have our writing journals and our reading books. Now open your reading books up to page 52 again. Now, is one of our vocabulary words in that title today?
Yeah.
If you find a vocabulary word in our title, raise your hand. Sarah? How? Are there any others? So we have how as one of our vocabulary words. Let's raise our hands. Jacob. Many. Now, do we have any others? Any other vocabulary words in our title? Matthew. And fish. So, out of 5 vocabulary words, we have 3 of them just in our title. Now, what I'd like you to do is look through your book and find the 2 other vocabulary words that we haven't used yet. See if you can find the word way or the word 6. Once you find them, raise your hand. Dinah, what word did you find today? The word 6, and what was that sentence? 6 little fish in the bay. And our last word that we need to use is way. Where did you find way? Reese. Six little feet on their way. Very good. Now, using your writing journal, what I would like you to do is we're all going to pretend that we're scuba divers. And we're underwater. And we're just looking around. I want you to tell me, if you were swimming underwater in the bay, what would you see? So, this is our starter sentence. When I am When I am swimming underwater, I see. Just go ahead and start writing what you see under the water. And I'm gonna rewrite that so you can see it a little bit better. It's kind of gets small then, huh? Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense. That's what it sounds like. I started big when it went small.
I was gonna say that. I was like, you're still going smaller.
So it says, when I am swimming underwater, I see.
I can't see the swimmer.
If you need help with a word, just raise your hand and I'll come around and help.
I need under.
We're going to raise our hand if we need help. Under. And once you're finished writing, you may illustrate what you wrote. Fish. When you're writing your animal that you see underwater, it doesn't have to be the correct spelling. Just try your best to sound it out. Do your best. And I bet you half of you will get it right. Because you are very smart.
Is that what you're writing about? I know. And then continue it.
Right. Actually, I think we're running out of time, so.
I'm almost done.
Oh, you can finish this sometime later today if you want to. If you would like. Now, what I would like someone to do is share what we wrote. So what I'm going to do is call on a few, probably three of us to share what we wrote. Lydia, what did you write? What do you see underwater? She sees 6 little fish in the bay. Where else did we see 6 little fish today? RJ. Where else did we see 6 little fish today? And what is that? What is that? What did we read that of today? We saw 6 little fish in our book. What else did we see? What else do you see today? Underwater, what else do you see? He sees an electric eel. I wouldn't want to come across one of those. And our last one, Libby. You see 9 sea turtles? Are they a family of sea turtles? They are family. It's a big family. Now what I would like you to do is close your reading books.
I think we got this stuff
And let's put our writing journals in our desk. And I'll wait for tables that are looking ready to go for a computer. So once a table is ready to go, you can take your reading book and place it where it's supposed to go. Line up. Sarah, RJ, and Michaela, you guys are ready. And Michaela just placed her reading book where it's supposed to go, and now she's lining up. as well as RJ and Sarah, they all did very good job with those directions. Your table. Oh, you have to get your lunch too, huh? You may go ahead and get your lunch. Okay. You have lunch, you may get your lunch before you want it as well. Oh, you're going to get it? So we just need to put our writing journals away. When do you line up?